Yeah, I heard somewhere, or I don't know, somewhere along the line that mistakes are happening for us, not to us. And I think in every coaching environment you understand mistakes are going to happen. And if we create a lack of understanding of this, we create an anxiety around it, and when we create an anxiety around it, we create interference in the environment, and create interference, we get more mistakes, because the attention and intention isn't where we need it to be. So I think, now I'm talking, with children, there are no mistakes because they're just learning. But we need concentration and everything, and we can't accept poor standards, so our language around that is interesting too. But as we get older and developmentally, I think that, making the players understand that there will be mistakes, and having language around it, like a mistake response, like recover like an animal, or commit to things. So rather than talking about making mistakes, maybe we could look at it like commit to the skill execution. Then at the end of it, you just ask, well, did you commit to it or did you not? And if you commit to it and it doesn't work out, that's fine. But if you don't commit to it and it doesn't work out, well, then we need to look at that. And I think when you understand, when they learn to commit to things, there's a lot less mistakes, if you want to know, because if you want to call it that, because there's less interference. So Tim Galloway wrote a book called The Inner Game of Tennis, where he talked about performance is talent minus interference. So what we're able to do when we cut out whatever else, thinking, will I miss the ball, or should I pass here, or maybe I shouldn't shoot, or will I give it away? So all that noise in the background. So as much as we can just make them commit to things, and the language we use and the way we explain it and the intelligence will create an understanding of mistakes, and therefore when we understand things, we fear them a lot less. And when we fear them a lot less, I think they're not self-fulfilling. So I think if you engender a fear around mistakes in your culture or in your team environment, you're going down a dangerous road, I feel. But it's still not to say that we accept poor standards or sloppiness or whatever. It's to say that we have more intelligence around how we explain it, and we can coach attention and intention so that there's less of it, and that's a huge challenge, and one I'm always trying to figure out. But again, the interference in the mind, the lack of anxiety, we want them to commit. Again, it goes back to how the emotions you want a player to feel during the game. Do you want them to feel, energized and committed and in flow and courageous? Like confidence is a different thing. Like your confidence might come and go, but you can always play with courage. So if we engender them values, well, then mistakes they will happen, because there's a natural churn or there's a natural slip, but they'll happen a lot less, and even when they do, we'll recover better. We always say, one mistake is okay, but don't make a second one straight away. So you often find in teams, like a goal goes in, and next thing another goal goes in, or they score 2 points in a row, or the goalkeeper makes a mistake and the puck out goes wherever, or a fella misses the ball, next thing he fouls the lad straight away. And that to me is a lack of understanding that mistakes will happen. So first mistake is fine, it's not ideal, but it's okay, it's understandable, it's going to happen. The second mistake is not. Don't make one straight away. So huge area, it's a psychological thing, and it comes back to the environment and the intelligence we have in the environment, and the understanding and the self-awareness of the coach and the player. It's all interleaved, it's all weaved, and it sounds really complex, but it's all rooted in very simple, straightforward principles and delivered consistently.